Alright guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a while and I want to kickstart this off again by taking you guys through one of my leg days. I go quite high volume, I go quite high intensity. I like to break the muscle fibers down and build those bad boys back up. But first, let's have some coffee. Usually at the moment with my dieting and how I'm taking it is I would fast in the morning up until roughly 12 o'clock and it's doing me pretty damn good. So I'll start the morning with a coffee, a nice strong coffee for that matter. I'll literally do like a little dribble of milk just so it's not completely black coffee. But this stuff right here is damn good. Later on, I'm going to show you one of the meals that I would typically have, which is very nutritious. But first, alright guys, so just smashed up about 6-7 hours of work on the laptop, online coaching business, something else that I'm busy working on. The weekends for me is really just an excuse to utilize time as best as I can to gain ground that I haven't been able to during the week. I do a 9-to-5 part-time, run an online coaching business, so lots of things to do. Basically, I use my weekends to maximize as much as I can. So I'm about to show you, I'm about to have a meal, eggs, cheese, avocado, some rocket, some olive oil on top. This is my meal. It's not my typical pre-workout meal, although I'm having this now a few hours ahead of my session because I know it's a pretty solid meal in terms of high fat. It's very dense calorie wise. So I'm preparing. I've got legs later and I'm taking you guys with me to show you what it's all about. Watch this meal. Okay, so what you'll see me starting with here is some coconut oil, pure organic. It's a lot better than any sunflower oil or any other vegetable oil, guys. Try to make the better decisions. What we've got here, 5 eggs, entirely dependent on your goals, your targets, where you're wanting to take your body. For me, this is optimal. I whiz it all up together. Next, I'm going to chuck some cayenne pepper and paprika together in this dish. Very nice combination. It also gives the eggs a nice bit of a zing. I do this with almost every single meal, to be fair, so I'm a bit of a creature of habit when I find something good with food. I've chucked in 2 slices of cheese and the avo. I basically get rid of that pip by hitting the knife into it. Just a little tip. How I cut it, guys, noughts and crosses, okay, just to get it out of the skin a lot easier. I know everybody does this a little bit differently. And some of you will probably think this is quite weird, but there you go. The rocket, I'm just throwing in there. I'm not actually cooking it because leafy greens, you don't really want to cook too much, especially things like rocket. They lose their micronutrients very quickly. Himalayan salt. Now I've turned the pan off at this point and literally just dishing up, and then top it with olive oil and we are good to go. All right guys, so I'm about to devour this beautiful meal. Wholesome, nutritious, I don't get bloated. I'm about to do a little bit more work whilst I eat this, just to finalize some things before I head off to the gym. And the next time I see you, we're going to be at Phoenix Gym. Nice empty car park, which is always a great sign. We are here, we have arrived at Destination Phoenix Gym, the mecca of West Sussex. If you're in the area, make sure to come check them out. They've literally got every piece of machinery you can think of under the sun, and they just keep providing more and more and more for their customers. So really good gym, my personal favorite. Let's go smash it up. Alright guys, you'll see I'm doing some dynamic warm-up as always. This is always what I do before I start any workout. This just prepares the body, the muscles, the cardiovascular system, everything. Very, very important to do. I hope you guys warm up as well. Let's go! Guys, this is the Bulgarian split squat, one of my personal favorites for the legs, especially for glutes development and individual leg stability. This one is number one, guys. If I could recommend any leg exercise, these Bulgarian split squats would be the one.
rushing through me. Don't want no string, are you with me? Round the rainbow, burger in the city, rushing through me. Don't want no string, are you with me? Feel it round the rainbow, burger in the city, rushing through me. Don't want no string, are you with me? Feel it round the rainbow, burger in the
What you guys will start to have noticed is that I've done a lot of single leg, so we call that unilateral work. And the reason why I do so much single leg work is also because I know I have malalignment issues within my pelvis. So basically some things are out, and it's almost natural for every single one of us to have something wrong with our pelvis alignment just because of day-to-day lifestyle. So for me, doing single leg, absolutely vital, and I see it being such a necessary part of anyone's training routine to individually strengthen each side of the body, each side that has to work on its own. Because when you do compound movements like this, for example, I can feel straight away my stronger side taking over and doing the bulk of the work as soon as fatigue sets in. So this is why it's good to isolate unilaterally, or aka single side.
no string, are you with me? Feel it round the rainbow, burger in the city, rushing through me. Don't want
Okay guys, this is the stiff leg deadlift. In this movement, you want to make sure your spinal position is nice and straight, shoulder blades locked back. You want to shear the pelvis back. So look at how I push the bum back as the weights come down. Push your pelvis back, squeeze your glutes up. Push your pelvis back, squeeze your glutes up. You want to keep the knees slightly bent. This is a stiff leg deadlift, so we're trying to target the hamstrings. In order to do that, we need to slightly bend the knee and not too much, otherwise we start going into more of a squat. So in order to hit those hammies, knees soft bent.
round the rainbow, burger in the city, rushing through me. Don't want no string, are you with me? Feel it round the rainbow, burger in the city, rushing through me. Don't want no string, are you with me? Feel it round the rainbow, burger in the city, rushing through me. Don't want no string, are you with me?
And here guys, our last set of legs is just some leg extensions, one of my favorite finishers, sometimes my favorite starters. But guys, at the end of this video, I didn't show me physically doing the stretches and the warm down. I do every single leg session. I make sure I do at least 5 minutes of static stretching, because the consequences from that I know and have seen from experience are not the best. So make sure you get your stretching done, guys.
Round the rainbow, burger in the city, rushing through me.
Alright guys, leg day is finally wrapped up. Yeah, there's always a sense of relief. I'm sure many of you can relate. There's always a sense of relief when leg day is done. But sometimes I enjoy it, sometimes it's just a little bit harder to do than other days. Excuse the hoodie, minus 2 degrees Celsius here in England. And guys, don't forget, don't skip leg day. Okay, guys and girls, ladies, gents, everybody, don't skip legs. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.